Well, good morning. We are in a very unusual place, I think. It's called the Thump Joshua Tree Study Area or Wilderness Area. We're on the edge of it here, and I did fly the drone. Hopefully you saw it. There are more Joshua trees here than I've ever seen in my life, and bigger than I've ever seen anywhere else in my life. So let's go take a look. All right, well, I think you can see just how big these Joshua trees are. I mean, this thing is just massive, and I've never seen anything this big before in my life. I used to go to Joshua Tree National Monument, and I didn't see them this big, and I didn't see as many. But yeah, so there's another one over here. Let's see if it'll follow me over here. Yeah, and this is a small one here, and you can just see how big this one is. It's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, let me show you just kind of our little boondock spot. There's a lot of these like this one that we're in out here, and yeah, so it'll be a good to show you. And there's a couple of roads. Actually, we're at a junction of two roads, and yeah, I'll put some coordinates down, but I saw there's another boondock spot 50 yards from here. So, all right. Okay, let's go take a look at the camp spot. All right, so those trees I showed you are just, one of them's right here, and the other one's, the bigger one is back there. Look how bushy that thing is. Just even as bushy as that thing is, it's hard to ever find those, but we're camped over here, and yeah, like I said, there's two roads that meet. You may have seen it on the video, but there's one I'm standing on one here. Goes this way. I'll have to look up the names of these. And then we came in on this one over here, which is right out of the town of Searchlight, Nevada. So most of them are like little loop like this, little loops. And you may be able to see a boondocker off there in the distance there between the trees. So yeah, not a bad little spot. So today we are off to see another petroglyph site. Supposed to have just tons of them in the area there. Then we're gonna head south, and there's maybe some things along the way. We don't know. I don't have anything marked, but I saw some things on the map, so we'll see you on the road.
All right, well, we have just entered the Lake Mead recreation area, which we also drove through yesterday. We are on our way out to some petroglyphs here, but we're coming up to our turn, so I'm going to turn this off and see you either on the road or when we get there. All right. So apparently we're in the Avi-Kwa-Ami National Monument, but it's this, what was it, Spirit
Mountain Wilderness, and was it Bridge Mountain Wilderness.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the Christmas Tree Pass Road.
We're in that one national monument, but somehow we're also in the Lake Mead rec area, I think. It's like totally bizarre. A rec area, national monument, two wildernesses. Yeah, it's really interesting out here. So there won't be any drone here, wilderness area. So, all right, we'll see you when we get there.
All right, so we are here at the Grapevine Canyon petroglyph site, and we're not sure exactly how far it is to walk out. It's the second place that I thought was the one where you just pretty much park and you're there. And I was wrong. So we'll see in a minute just how far it is. All right, so here's the sign, and you can read if you want. It says it's one of the earliest and largest petroglyph panels in Spirit Mountain. Okay. So the sign said, that it was about a quarter of a mile to the canyon entrance. And my recollection is that's where the petroglyphs start. We'll see you up there. Okay, well, I walked all the way here and I saw these petroglyphs here, and there's so many that are up high beyond anything I can reach. Actually on both sides here, and they're really interesting. Maybe some of the most interesting I've seen in a while. But we'll go look at a few here that are close to the ground, and then I walked all the way back to the truck and got the camera with a long lens so we can at least get a better view. But a lot of the stuff kind of has this geometric. You can see a line going off to the side to the right there. I find these so interesting. Let's see, I think there's some more we can get to right up here. Yeah, so we have a box here. You can probably see that box. It's covered by a bush here, and then the box behind it, yeah, it's got some kind of a figure inside it. And then even up on the rocks above it, even on the lightest area there, see right in the center there's a petroglyph, and one up under that bush. They're all over here. Yeah, and then hopefully you can see that one well enough. Kind of looks like a hopscotch court and a spiral down below it. And this is the dragonfly. And then almost looks like it would be a bumblebee there. Okay, so we've got an animal here. Maybe a human form. We're supposed to be human or not. Yeah, so again, what are these? Very interesting. All of them are interesting. They have compartments like, and maybe that's some sort of a ceremonial kiva thing in the middle there. That's pretty much what I can walk to on this side. I'll go to the other side. But I'm not on the other side yet. Came around the corner and saw these and could get a little closer to them. So I do see a bighorn sheep, and then these figures. What the heck are they? Okay, well, I am not on the other side of the canyon yet. I came across this wall, and I've got to tell you, I'm blown away by this. And trying to get a sense of this wall, is it like a big unitary design, or is this just a bunch of separate ones? Yeah, amazing, really amazing. Okay, I did not make it to the other side yet. Found these. Wow, this is really impressive. If you've seen a lot of petroglyphs, I think you got to be impressed by this. Well, I'm starting to think maybe I didn't need to go get that other camera, but there is some cool stuff up above. So yeah, look at these things. Interesting cross shape, and it's an I-beam. Interesting stuff here. And then just right next to it here, so they're kind of low, very low actually. And then this whole panel here. A lot of geometric stuff here, which I find really interesting. And there's our horizontal line with the vertical lines below it. That one's got a ton of them, not 4 or 5 or 6. And then in there, I'm serious when I say this is just amazing. I did not expect, I didn't expect this. Much more than I thought. It's supposed to be over 1,500 or 3,000 of them here. Carol's up the way there. That's where Trigger's headed, and she's photographing something. So I'll probably end up there later. All right. Okay, so I'm just walking along the rocks down from those 2 panels I showed you. We got something there. This whole rock is covered. It's like a cross. This is interesting. So we do very humanoid type figure here. And this, I think this is really interesting. There's one little oh, wait a minute, up here, got some more. Yeah, we set this one little dark area here, and it's got a segmented form in it. Then, just right below me here, let's see there, and down here. Okay, I walked around this rock and there's various petroglyphs here. And then up higher, I have to get a better angle at it. All right, so up there, very interesting forms. They're all interesting. I can't actually see them very well because so much glare on the back of the camera. I think the one that I pick out though, that's really unusual, is just this area right there in the center. That's really interesting. All right, I walked up a little bit higher on the same side. Well, back on the side with the sun. And yeah, just more covered in here. There's a bunch going up and some up there I'll try to get with the other camera. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So Carol went up over there and said she got some video of the stuff. So
I climbed up this hillside behind the embankment up there, and you can see where there are some more on the rocks here. And way up there, and right there, it's sort of in the middle, very intricate maze, and then that eye, and then on that rock, like a dragonfly, sort of.
all right, well, I think that does it for the Grapevine Petroglyph area. Grapevine Canyon here in Spirit Mountain Wilderness area. Yeah, I mean, I shot a ton of video here, which you know by now if I ran it all. I mean, it was pretty cool. I'll try to cut out there was a lot of repetition, I guess, some of the forms, but there were so many cool forms, like ones that I hadn't really noticed before or seen before. And some of the segmented ones themselves were just kind of interesting for what they were. And then also just the fact that you could see some were lighter, some were darker on the same panel. So we've got a history there, a history of history. So, you know, probably markings that are hundreds of years apart even. So popular area. And this may be its own video, I don't know. If it is its own video, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe. That really helps us out. Yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Okay, thanks.